Today is December the 10th, 2015. On February the 2nd, 2011, I made a whistleblower's application to State's Attorney Greg Bernstein, complaining about Scott Schellenberger and judges and lawyers under Governor O'Malley's administration. Governor O'Malley has this information, and on February the 7th, 5 days after I turned this information over, you locked me up for a terrorist activity for putting that toilet exposing Governor O'Malley in front of the Towson courthouse. This is for Commissioner Davis and State's Attorney Mosby, because you said that we were going to be able to have a sit down and I get to turn in my evidence to speak in front of a grand jury. I'm a whistleblower, and I was blowing a whistle on the prison industry. That's April of 2011. That says TV interviews and whistleblower status. All right. Right here is Senator Barbara Mikulski. Says I was filming a documentary about racism in the Lake County judicial system, denial of due process and equal protections. And it was about Baltimore County and Baltimore City as well. I named the judges, the lawyers, and the politicians involved in the play-to-play politics. I broke you down. And right here, that's an order from the court. And it was issued September the 9th, 2011. You are liable for a body attachment and or a fine to obey the subpoena. This subpoena shall remain in effect until you are granted leave to depart by the court or an officer of the court on behalf of the court. That's about my property that Governor O'Malley, Schellenberger, Chief Johnson, and Greg Bernstein had taken from me on February the 11th. That's President Obama. And this is the book about everything. That's Eric Holder, because like I said, I'm a whistleblower. It's a whistleblower's application. And that ties Illinois together. Because like I said, I did everything legally in the eyes of the court. That's the Department of Justice. And that's my case number, 2911907. So this whistleblower's application is for turning into corrupt judges and lawyers in the state of Maryland, perpetuating this prison industry, the stop and frisk, the zero tolerance that Governor O'Malley created. Took me 9 years to do this, but like I said, this is my mission, and it's not impossible. Everybody in names is right here. Department of Justice, judges, lawyers, politicians, and I'm gonna break you down. You locked me up for making a movie. You took my computer. You took my camera and 8 years worth of videotapes and films, all about me making a movie showing the dollar bills behind the prison industry. I named the politicians and the media involved, like Kai Jackson, Vic Carter, Barry Sims, Jane Miller, and we showing American justice. It's all on the toilet, and it ain't gonna be just us. Consider this my video testimony for the grand jury. I'm a whistleblower. And you need to take me in front of a grand jury and have my case heard. This is the state of Maryland. Governor O'Malley. Governor O'Malley and Lieutenant Governor Brown. That's when I was locked up. And it says here, enclosed, you will find the correspondence that you forwarded to my office at least a year ago. A year before I got locked up. Material along with letters to the Department of Justice that came with your letter and requests provided for your review. Also a letter containing the DVD, all right? That DVD, this is the same DVD that Councilman Coran gave to Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. And like I said, I'm a whistleblower. That's March 2011. I was locked up in Spring Grove. That's my handwritten request to Judge Pearson. That's Judge Pearson at the Calvert Courthouse. And that's Frank Conway. Received in the Civil Division. And asking for the case number right there. That's the case that I was supposed to be having about Governor O'Malley. And that gives me access to the court. But since I was locked up, I never got it. That's your judges that need to be held accountable. See, today, I was locked up. I was still doing my job from inside Spring Grove Medical Facility. Reference number. Locking up a whistleblower don't get it. I expose your prison industry, and I want Commissioner Davis and State's Attorney Mosby to take my application to leave to testify in front of a grand jury. Not just any grand jury. I want a grand jury to expose the corruption in the state of Maryland under Governor O'Malley's administration. City, county, state, and federal levels. I'm a whistleblower. Hope you hear me.